Welcome to this part of the virtual assistant course. Today we are going to be covering three things. We are going to be covering data entry, we are going to be covering research, and we're going to be covering meeting management as a virtual assistant. As a virtual assistant, you need to know how to do these three things, and today we are going to cover those three things. Please kindly help me subscribe to the channel and like this video. We're going to start with research, and then we're going to go to data entry, and then from there we're going to go to meeting management. It's going to be a very good ride. Please say something nice about me and the video in the comment section. Please kindly help me subscribe, and let's go. Now, what is research? As a virtual assistant, for example, if you have taken the class on how to plan your travel arrangement, you don't hear me say that you actually saw how I actually did a lot of research and a lot of research and a lot of research. So for you to even create Google slide presentation for your boss, if you are hired in that aspect, you need to know how to do research. Is that okay? Your boss will not give you every information to prepare that slide. Your boss will not give you that information to prepare that Google Docs. You need to know how to do research on your own. So we have three types of research. We have internet research, we have deep research, and we also have data entry research, or just data research. Is that okay? Now, what is internet research? Internet research is simple. When we come to our Google like this and we said, let's say our topic throughout this research is going to be best AI tools for content creators, and then let's say we put 2026 because I'm making this video in 2026, and I click on enter. Now if I click on it, I just put this topic here. Let me copy because I'll be using it. Let me put it here and I come down. You see that this person is writing an article on this topic. This person is writing an article on this topic. So this is Google, right? Now let's say I right click and open in another tab, and let's say I scroll down again and say I like this article, I right click and open in another tab, and let's say I like this again, I right click and open in another tab. Now if I come here and let me see the kind of articles that the kind of things that the person writes concerning that topic. Sorry, the network is a bit slow, but let's allow it. Okay, let's say this one here, and we scroll down. All this information that we are seeing here, we just type in a topic, see articles that somebody wrote, and we are copying it. Is internet research normal? There's nothing deep about it. Is that okay? There's nothing serious about it. Is that okay? So it's just called internet research. So your boss say, I want you to write, develop a document or create a Google slide about something. You want to do internet research, just come to Google and type whatever you want on it. Is that okay? Now the next form of research is called deep research. What is deep research? Please let me close this because I don't want them to distract me. What is deep research? This research is you want to actually get a lot of documents in order to get results. Is that okay? You want to actually get a lot of the internet research is not just about researching on Google. I want to give you some websites that you can research on, so don't worry, we are going to get there. But if you want to say, let's say you want to research something deep, you don't want just on some random article, so you want something like a PDF format, or a scholarly articles, or scholarly publications rather, or you want to research, let's say you want to get an Excel sheet that has compilation of those kind of information you're looking for. If you are beginning to look at those information in PDF, Excel sheet, maybe in different formats that is not article, they are called deep research. So you are going deep into the research. Is that okay? So for you to do that, you can come here and say, let's say best AI tools for content creators, and in the end I put PDF and I click on enter. So when I click on enter, you can see, just search for the ones that will carry PDF. All right, so just first for the one, these ones are just normal, these ones are just normal, these ones are just normal articles. We don't have anyone that is okay. This one is PDF, so we can now right click and open. Let's see, this one is 7 tricks. There's no PDF. Let's go to the second page and see. This one is PDF, best AI PDF generators. No. Just look for articles that has PDF in them, so that they will actually open up like a book, all right, that you can be able to see. Let me open this one and see if it actually go. All right, so this one is okay. So what we need to do is to now download it. So we can now click on download, and then, but I don't want to register, please. What you already understand the idea of what I'm trying to achieve. So you are trying to research for articles and get them in form of PDFs, so they can be able to open the PDF as a book and then read all the information in the book, and then summarize it and pick out some bullet points and make a slide presentation or a document presentation for your boss. Do you understand now? So you can both put your topic and put PDF at the end, or you can put .csv, that's if you want for Excel, and then click on enter. So you're going to bring out any topic that has that that this thing there. Is that okay? So that is that. Or you can even put here, let's say before you even type best AI content creator, you can say best and then you put asterisk. There's asterisk, sorry, there's asterisk, yes, sorry, I'm not, asterisk. So when you put asterisk, other things that are supposed to come under that has shown up. Is that okay? But I actually advise that you put the full topic .pdf, .excel, .pst, that's for PowerPoint and etc. They will come up, go open like 2 or 3 of the articles, read them, summarize them, write something down, right? And then get whatever you want. So if for example, let's say we like this information here and we need them, so all you have to do is let's say we have to write highlight all the information, or highlight the information or summarize them in your notes or anywhere, and then of course you can come to a new tab and then you can now open a Google Docs. Of course, if you want to put it on Google Docs, put it on Google Docs. Even before you do slide presentation, if you are doing slide presentation, you need to put it on Google Docs. Is that okay? Or you can write it manually on your pen, but you're a digital person now because you're learning this text skill, so you have to be using text tools. Is that okay? So you can paste it, or maybe when you read from this place, you can now come here and say, okay, one of the tools is ChatGPT, for example, and then ChatGPT, you go and read again. When you read, you summarize, you come here and put your summary. Are you understand? Then at the end of the day, you can now rearrange it, do everything that you want. I taught you this from day 2, and then everything like that. Are we clear? All right, so that is that for that part. And now the next part is there are different websites. Google is not the only platform to actually research for articles or research for information. We have a lot of websites. I'm going to give you the website. Number 1 is called Google Scholar. So let's comment that if you want to look for articles that are published by scholars. Is that okay? So we'll come here and come here rather and type Google Scholar. All right, click on enter on Google and you can see scholar.google.com. So you can now click on it and paste, open in another tab. So let's allow it, and you can see that this is where it is. So we can now paste that our topic. Sorry, oh my goodness, I'll say best AI tools for content creators. All right, for content creators. All right, please ensure that you type it correctly, because Google Scholar may not give you what you want in 2026. All right, so I think I didn't type contents correctly, and then that is it. All right, so we can now just click on here and then click on enter. So once we click on enter, you can now see that there are a lot of information under that have been published by people in school. You can even see this as PDF. Let me right click, open another one, right click, open another one. This one's a PDF, this one's a normal content, open another one. So you can now go there, read all of them, and you can now see that you can now get information. Like this one now is in PDF. Are you seeing what I was trying to tell you? So you can now read more about it. This one has deep information than just researching on Google. So you can now get in and then read it, transcribe it, write down the summary, and use for your presentation. Let's check this one to see. This one has not opened. I don't want to open again. I've shown you what I want to show you. So Google Scholar is one of the websites. This one also is a PDF. You can see it. So Google Scholar is one of the best websites that you can actually use to research for articles online. Now the next website is what we call Statista. Now Statista, you remember I said that there are 3 types of research. We say data research. So if you want to look for data like numbers, figures, you go to statista.com. So we have www.statista.com, and then we are going to click on OK. So let me copy this my topic here, because I don't want to be using it. Let's come here, and you can see Statista has opened, and you can see please put your topic for what you want to research. So just come here. Sorry, let me close it and then paste the topic, and you can see you can choose whatever field that you want. So for this one, we choose artificial intelligence. Are you understanding? And it's going to search for all these articles for us here. See all the articles, see them here, a lot of them. So you just have to do is right click, open, and then read, and then subscribe. Sorry, not subscribe, please. Derive whatever you want to derive, and then make your notes and make your presentation for your boss. Please, you have to take note of this. If you are being hired as a research specialist or somebody who to compute data, please, research is very, very important. Is that okay? So that is that for that. So let me come back again. Let me return back. Sorry, let me return back. and then let me click on search and see if I actually open the right thing. All right, so I did not open the right thing. I went and clicked on artificial intelligence. So for this one, you can see how it looks. A lot of articles here, so you can now open them one by one, and then you can do them. Even here, you can still put .pdf, and then if there's any article on PDF, they will come up. Are you seeing? You can also still put .csv file, .pst, etc. based on whatever you want. You can see how good looking everything is. Now the next website is what we call Answer the Public. Answer the Public. So let me come here and let me close this and open another tab, and then come here and say Answer the Public. It's answerthepublic.com, and then click on enter. And you see answerthepublic.com, this very first one here. So we have to right click, open in a new one. Please let me close this one because we are already done with it. All right, so let's work. And Answer the Public is where you can actually put your topic, all right, and then make your research, and it will come out. So from here you can see Answer the Public, and here I can now put my topic. All right, so now you want the information to be under English. Yes, you can go there. What is the country? It's already showing me my country because I'm making this video. I'm a Nigerian, so I can change the information. If I want this information to give me the data of US, I can change it from here to the US. All right, I can even change it to be anything, right? I can change it to US, change it to UK, and all of those informations. So I can now click on search. Once you click on search, it's actually going to open some of the information, analyze some of the information for you, and you're going to see them. Is that okay? But I think you need to register, but registration is actually very free, right? So when you come down, you can now see it. The reason why it's not giving me, it's not searching, is because I need to register, but we don't want to do a register. Just register with your email. Simple. I have an account with them, but I don't want to log in. But you know what I'm trying to achieve now. Is that okay? So that's how to do research. Now the other part of research is what we call, you can use AI, normal AI, to do research. So let's say we want to do research with ChatGPT. Is that okay? But pay attention to what I'm about to say here. If you want to do research with ChatGPT or Gemini or Claude or DeepSeek or any form of AI that you want to use, please ensure that you tell your boss that you want to, you take permission from him. He must have to approve that you should use AI, because there is not everybody that wants ChatGPT or AI data. Is that okay? You have to take permission from them, so that you want to include data from ChatGPT. Is that okay? So if I come to ChatGPT, sorry, I think my network, I don't know why my network is like this. So you can also open Gemini. Gemini and ChatGPT are actually the two tools I use a lot. I use them a lot. That's why I'll be using them in this class. But for you, you can use any one that you want, just for the purpose of this research class. Is that okay? So here I'll now put my topic, best AI tools for content creators in 2026, and I click on okay. So you can see that it's going to research this article. Is searching the web, and it's going to research this article. Now I said you should ask your boss. There is 90% chance that they will accept, because AI is dominating. AI does not do work on its own. AI does not hallucinate too much, so they always check the internet. Is that okay? So you can see 2026, here is a breakdown of the leading AI video and motion generating, Sensora, or blah blah blah. All of this is now looking okay. You can now copy them and make your presentation, or put in your document, edit them, and do whatever you want to do. Is that okay? So let's come to ChatGPT again, and then we'll put our topic, best AI tools for content creators in 2026, and click on OK. I would like ChatGPT. I prefer ChatGPT rather than Gemini. Even the result come out, you will see that it's looking more, it will look more better. Don't mind that it's showing the black background. It's because of how I condition my own. Say content creators in 2026 is increasingly AI assisted, with creators using specialized tools for ideation, scripting, etc. Number one, ChatGPT, best overall AI assistant. The pros and cons of it, the perfect for. Then Claude, and then Gemini, Perplexity AI, Notebook LM, AI video creation, and you can see you can attest that this is better than the other one. So you can see there are lots of them. I even give me more than, and even giving base AI stack for YouTube, and just see how everything is looking. So you can use AI as well to actually research your article. But please pay attention to this. Please, if you are using AI, don't just copy if you are using AI, please don't just copy everything here and use. Try to paraphrase them. You can even humanize them, right? So you can use a website called Quillbot. All right, you can use a website called Quillbot, and Quillbot AI, and then you can now click on enter. So you can register with your account just with your email. It's very simple. So if I come here, you can say paste your content. I click on paste my content, the content I copy from Gemini. I think I copied it from Gemini. So let's allow it to open. Sorry, let me paste it again. I can see it here. These are the content I copied from Gemini. All right, now I can paraphrase it, I can humanize it, I can check if it's from AI. Of course it's from AI, but what I want you to do here is humanize or paraphrase. So for this one, I'll click on paraphrase and I say paraphrase test, and then you can now see that it's going to paraphrase this text for me. But like I said, you have to register with your email. Even the free account, you can use it. Is that okay? So now let's see. They say 209 plus 200 always limited a seat. Okay, so it's like I've put too much words. Is that okay? But if you put the ones that are within, I think the words they need is 125. So let me reduce it. Let me reduce it. All right. So let me paste it and reduce the words so that I want you to actually let me reduce it. Let me reduce it to 125 alone so that it to actually give me what I want, and I'll show you how to read it. So 125 characters is one. We have 137. Okay, 118. Click on paraphrase. This is how to do it, and then click on here. All right, so you can see that it's already paraphrasing all the things for me. So this one will now be sounding more like a human than this one. That's how to just do this research. So I think with this, we are now done with the first part of this particular video, which has to do with research. Now we are now going to go into data entry. Now, what is data entry? Data entry, you know, most people usually say that, oh, coach, so make a separate video on data entry. You want to know how to use the whole of Excel. You can't know how to use the whole of Excel in one video, but I usually teach things that are peculiar. All right, things that as a virtual assistant you need urgently, things that you need. Then if you want to go and study the whole of Excel, you can go and study it, but it's a ball game entirely. But as a virtual assistant, you don't even need all those big stuff like that. But I think I have formulas. That's why this class is very important. I cover everything. I'll teach you some of the things that you need, and then I'll give you formulas for Excel that you can actually use in your past. So I'll put the formulas in the video description, or I'll show you where I put them, and then you see them, screenshot them if you don't find them in the video description. Please tell me in the comment section. Please go send us the shortcut for that. So for this, we are not done, and let's go. So we now click on a new tab again, and then of course we'll come to our Google tab, and then we'll come to Google Excel sheet. Now remember again, I said Excel sheet is actually the difference of Excel sheet and Microsoft Excel is that a sheet is owned by Google, while Microsoft Excel is owned by Microsoft. They all do the same job. In fact, as a tech person, this is the one you should use, because you can share information, do everything from here. I told you this from day 2, right? Now let's proceed. So you can see, of course, from day 2, I told you that we have a lot of templates that we have here that you can use, but we don't want to use any templates as newbies. So we click our own and click on new. Is that okay? All right, so this is here. All right, so here we see that we have file. So under file, you can create a new spreadsheet. You can copy this, open this spreadsheet in another place. You can import something to bring in. You can duplicate this spreadsheet by clicking here to duplicate it. You can actually share it directly to somebody on email. So if I click on here and click here, you can put the person's email and send it to the spreadsheet to the person on email. You can download it as Microsoft CSV, because this is the most important one. Either you can download it as CSV or as SLSS. Right? Don't download any spreadsheet as PDF except your boss wants you to do that. Is that okay? So you can download it as these two documents. Is that okay? So you can rename it. You can actually make available online. You can set it up here. If I click on setting, you can see that you can set it for the English to be different and all of that, but we don't actually need all these settings. It's actually in the aspect of Google Docs that setting is important. Here setting is not that important. Now the next one is you can undo, redo, you can cut, you can copy, you can paste. I'll show you how to do most of these, and I'll give you the shortcut. I think those shortcuts are up to 200 and something, and I'll give them for you for free. Don't worry. Is that okay? Now, as a data entry expert, you need to understand what I'm doing here. Is that okay? Just pay attention. The under view, you can show everything you have seen here, can comment, can zoom. Then the most important aspect of this Excel is file and insert. file, you can do a lot of things like I've shown you, and then under insert you can insert most of these things. But before we talked about anything under insert, let's type something. Now, what is a cell used for? A cell is used to compute data. What is data? The data I'm talking about are figure data, money data, how they call numbers. Is that okay? All right, so now let's say we're talking about the 20 well, let me come to ChatGPT. Well, okay, answer the public. Let me see. This is the topic we were talking about, right? Best AI tools for content creators. Now let me come back to our spreadsheet. The first thing you need to do is please name it. Is that okay? So I'm going to name it a VA class. All right, VA class. And then first of all, let's highlight this. All right, let's just highlight the points where we want to put the topic, and then you can see here we have mesh cells. You can click on mesh cells, and then you can now put our topic inside. So we can click on the topic again, bold it, and increase the font size by clicking here, and then you can now come here and click on more. If you cannot find this one, click on here and put it on center. I will teach you about it very soon. Is that okay? Don't worry. Now with this, we are now having this. Now the next thing to now do is we now say tools. Now the next one is price of the tools, and the next one is let's say function of the tools. That's the purpose of the tools. That's the purpose of the tools, and then you just name everything. Just this is how to arrange data, the purpose of the tool. And what else should we add again? What else should we add again? Relation. Let's just say is related to what? All right, what kind of AI? All right, so now here you can see that the first tool is ChatGPT, for example. The next one is Gemini, for example. All right, this is how to compute data, please. Gemini. Now if you want to go down to the next one, all these things we have here, they are called cells. All these things we have here, they are called cells. So you are writing inside of cells, and don't worry, they are automatic tables. Is that okay? So here we now say is Gemini, and then I click on enter to go to the next line. And then what do I want to put again? I want to put let's say which AI. Let's say YouTube AI. All right, then let's say Grok. All right, let's say Meta AI. Just be naming all the AIs. Is that okay? Just be naming them. LinkedIn AI, right? And then Google AI is called Gemini, right? Lalma is also an AI. Okay, so just name as many AI as possible. We have Raphael AI, Raphael.ai, and then all of that. So name as many as you want. Then what is the price for this one? So the price for this one is actually $200. All right, now let's this one is $300, and then this one is $350. Sorry, just $350. Right, enter to go to the next line. This one is $390. Then you can click on enter. This one is $450, for example, or $449. All right, sorry. Then enter. Now put 500. Then click on enter. We now click on dollar again, and then you can now put let's say 600. Click on enter. We have dollar again, 700, and then click on here. We have dollar again, and we have 800. Just be putting their prices and all of that. So this one is to generate text, then enter. This one is generate image. That is, it's just an example, right? Then this one is to generate videos, right? Then this one is to generate infographics. Let's say infographics, for example. And this one is to generate thumbnails, for example. It's just an example. Then this one is to generate products, for example. And then this one is to generate what should I put? Books. I'm just naming anything though. So books. And then this one is to generate paper, anyone. That's okay. So I can see that they have crossed to this other line. So please bring your mouse to this line here. You can see that it has crossed to this other side. So bring your mouse here to turn to this arrow, hold it and drag it to this end, so it will not cover it. Is that okay? So Gemini is related to AI, and all of that. Anything that you just want it. Is that AI is related to AI. All right. So with this, you can put as many data as possible and all of that. Now, if you scroll down, you can see that the whole of this data page, this Excel page, is all 1,000. You can put up to 1,000 things. If you want to add more, you can click on add, and then 1,000 has been added. You can see that we now have 2,000. Right now, this is just sheet 1. you can create more sheets inside of this particular Google Excel sheet. So if I want to add more sheet, I can just click on this plus sign here. Another sheet has been added. So if I come here and type Dennis, for example, this is another sheet. If I come to this sheet 1, this is the data that we have in sheet 1. This is the data that we have. If I come to sheet 2, we have Dennis. If I click on here, you can still add another data again. Let's say Joy, for example, right? Joy, and then you can now come here. So you can click as many sheets as possible. That is if you want for different things instead of creating new. All right. So even this sheet, you can rename them. So I'll right click on it, bring your mouse here, right click, and then rename, and I'll just rename it best AI. And then for this one, maybe the title of the document is Dennis. As I put Dennis, and then let's say this one, the title of the document is classwork. I'll just put classwork. All right, so that's how to do all of these things. Okay, so let me return back to the first sheet, and the next thing I want us to do is, as a not content creator, as a virtual assistant, you might actually learn how to convert this thing to bar chart or pie chart or any kind of chart at all. Is that okay? So what you need to do is you need to come to insert, and then you need to come to chart, and then you can now see that we'll have chart here. I think I talked about this from day 2, but I'm still trying to do it, but I did not go deep like what I'm about to do. So you can come here, you can see that it's already brought out a chart, and the chart is a ChatGPT Gemini. It is already converting all this information, right? But wait, if it does not convert all this information, please, you need to let me delete it, right? Let me delete it. If it does not convert all this information, oh, how can I delete this? Let me click on it and then click on delete. I don't know why it's not deleting, but I'll find a way to delete it. But if you click your own and it's not bringing in this information, because it was supposed to convert all this information to a chart. Is that okay? Now you can see that we have ChatGPT, which is ChatGPT, then ChatGPT is 200. You can see that it's 200 here dollars, and then Gemini is 300. You can see 300. Then just see the way it's marking everything here. If your own did not automatically convert to this, please highlight first, because I think that's the major thing you need to do. So highlight everything by clicking and drag to highlight before you now come to insert and to chart and do it. That's if it did not work for you. Is that okay? But please highlight. In fact, you need to highlight it first. All right, so let me return this. So you can even change it from this kind of chart. So let me double click it, and you can see that we have setup chart here. So I can click on chart type, and I can change it to this kind of chart. You can see that it has converted it. So all I have to do is hold it, reduce it, and keep it anywhere that I want to keep. So if I don't want it on pie chart, let's say I want it on a different chart, I can just put it let's say I want it on this kind of chart. You can see that it's marking this thing. That those of us that learn mathematics in school, we learn all of these things. So let's proceed. If you want it on this kind of chart, just select any kind of chart that you want, and it will automatically be converted. You can do a lot of settings from here, stacking, put on standard, and just see how everything is doing. And you can put it on switch rows, or remove it, and then you can put on here and then put on here, just like that. See how everything looks, and then you are good to go. That's how to convert your information to either a pie chart, a bar chart, or any kind of chart that you can find or you want from here. Is that okay? All right, so with that, we are now done with this one. Now remember again that I can come here and then can send it to some of your boss email directly, or you can come here and you can download it directly. Is that okay? Now you can also do settings. I've talked about most of these things. Now let's come back to insert. Insert, you can add some rules. Is that okay? Now let's say I bring my mouse here. Let's say before these best AI tools for content creators in 2026, I want to actually add a rule up, and I don't want to tamper with the whole of this work. You can bring your mouse here and right click. You should be able to see where we have insert role above. You can click on it. You can see that a role has been added above. If you want it to go down, you can right click and then insert load left, insert load right, shift down, and everything like this. You want to delete any role, you can just click on this. Let's just delete a role, and then insert role. I want to delete a row, and click on delete. It has been deleted. Are you seeing? So you can do whatever you want here. Now let me talk about under this insert again. See cells, row, sheet, generate table, create canvas, image. You can also bring an image here. There's also, I think there should be an image somewhere here, but okay, there's no image somewhere here. So what you can just do is you can just bring insert, and then you can bring an image, and then you can say you are inserting image on cells or over the cells. Like you want to insert an image inside of this small cell. you can insert it. If you want to insert it over the whole cell, like this one is covering the whole thing, you can insert it. So let's just try to insert an email. So you can just click it and then insert, please insert, then image over the cells. That is what I want. And can upload it from your computer or from wherever you want. Can just put this here, and let's allow it, and then the image will now be over the cells. Are you seeing? So can now hold it from here and release it. Please don't hold it from here or here, it will lose the quality. Hold it from these ends here, all these ones here. This is where you should hold it from. Is that okay? So you can reduce it and then keep it wherever you want. If you want it inside of a cell, please ensure that you increase that cell. How do you increase the cell? Let's say we want the cell to be here, so we can just bring our mouse here, just mouse here, like I told you, increase it right to this side, and then I think there should be a place to also increase it down here. Let's see, but let's just see how we can increase it. Let's bring in an image and see. Click on insert, and then click on image, click on inside the cell, and then let's just bring an image from my Google account. So this is the image I used to teach. I teach at Express Tech. So if you want to take any course at Express Tech, please kindly let me know. So you can see the image has been fixed here, but it's too tiny. So let's click on it and duplicate it to all the other cells. But I actually want to make it big. So if you bring your mouse here, there's supposed to be a place here to expand it down, right? So just practice it and try to see how you can expand it down. If you expand this cell down, let's see. Okay, I can hold it from here. No, this is where I want to hold it from, because this is the cell that thing is, and I'll color it here. And sorry, let me hold it. Just bring your mouse here and it should be able to turn to this kind of thing. Okay, so I now hold it and bring it down. All right, this I hold the wrong one. So this is this. Okay, so I hold it. Are you seeing? The image has now appeared. So if you want to put an image, you have to increase it just the way I've just done. All right, so with that, I think we are done with part of it. We are moving gradually. Is that okay? Now, like again I said, you can bold, you can do whatever you want to do to all these tests. So let's say these tools, price and all this, you want to bold it, highlight it. Everything you must do here, you must highlight. Is that okay? So now click on bold, and you now see you can increase its font size here. You can change the font type. Let's say you want to change it to something like this. Let's say I want to change it to I so much love Nonito, but let me just use this one. So you can see that it has crossed past this line. All you have to do is hold it, increase it, adjust it, hold it, and then adjust it. Is that okay? To ensure that everything is in the center. If you want to put everything in the center, you can just highlight them and then click on more, and then click on this alignment, click on center. Everything will now be automatically in the center. Is that okay? All right, so with that, we are moving gradually. Now, if you want to give a background color, let's say you want to give a background color to the whole of this text. So all you have to do is, please, first of all, highlight. Let me highlight everything. And then you can see this one here say fill color. You are filling the whole of the background. This one says text color. You are coloring the text. So let's click on it and choose blue. All right, you can see everything has changed to blue. Now let's fill the ink color. Let's fill it with yellow. I can see that everything has turned to yellow. This is how to align it. Now let's Ctrl Z to remove everything. Now let's say we don't want that yellow to fill everywhere. We only want it to fill this particular cell line. So we'll now highlight it and then fill color yellow, and everything has now been. So maybe your total, you want it to carry a red color. Remove, highlight it, come to fill color, put it on red. Are you seeing? Everything is taking a right shape. Is that okay? Now you can put it on italicized, but remember you must highlight. All right. So let's say we want to highlight these ones here, and then put it on italicized. That is for it to bend a little. All right, so and then strike through. If you want something to strike through, that one is normally on prices, so don't do it for this one. Then if you can't see more tools, right, so you can just click on here. All right, and then you can see that we have what we have here: vertical alignment, all these things, alignment here, and all of them here. Is that okay? Now you want to mesh cells like I meshed before, so you want to mesh the whole of these lines together so you can write it, the topic or the heading. Just highlight where you want to mesh, and then you can see where we have the mesh color here. Is that okay? Now if you want to know the word count of everything that we have done here, you can come here and click on tools, and under tools I think we are supposed to see word count here, but you can create a form from here and all of that. But let's see data. You can see more things are here: Gemini, data entry, Okay, that is that. All right, now I think we are gradually getting to the end. Like again I said, when you are done, please send it to your boss from email here. Either you send it from the email here, or you can see the share button here. Those of you who take that the two class, this should not be long for you again. So you put your boss email and then ensure that you put it on anyone with the link. And then if you want to give him editorial access, click on here and put it on editor. Are we together? So that's how to do all these things. And with that, you are done. You can copy the link and send to him, or you can put his email and it automatically be sent to him. Is that okay? So we're gradually getting to the end. And the most important aspect again for this one is formulas. There are a lot of formulas, when you're trying to achieve something. All right, okay, I didn't talk about table. So you can come on insert, you can bring in a table, or you can bring in a shape. If you want to bring in a shape, please, you can come to drawing, click on drawing, and it will come bring here. Now when you want to bring in a drawing, click on shape, and then you can see this shape. Any shape at all that you want, pick it. Let's say you want a circle, pick a circle and then draw the circle. And then the circle, you can now remove, let's say you want to color it as this orange color, and then the outline of the color should be red. And then let's increase the weight of the color and then the outline color, and then you can also put it on border dash on all of this, and then try to ensure that you change everything here. All right, and then click on save and close. That shape is going to appear where your mouse is. Is that okay? So if you want to insert a shape, please ensure that you put it where you want it to be, and then come to insert, come to drawing, come to drawing, come to shape, then put on this, and then you can now choose this, and then let's say we draw it, and then resize it. If you want it to be too small, resize it, then name it any color, and then manipulate it like that. Click on save, and it's going to appear somewhere here. Are you seeing? That is it. Now even here you can still hold it and rearrange it, to fit into the box or whatever you want. Is that okay? All right, so you can bring in any shape at all. Like for Microsoft Excel, you will see all those shapes somewhere here, but this one you have to draw like that. Is that okay? There are a lot of shapes there. There are a lot of shapes. Let me come back, and then you can click on shapes, and you can see under arrows, if you want to bring any of those kind of arrows, call out, to bring any of these call out, equations, if you want to bring any of these equations. Is that okay? All right, so let's come back to insert again, and function is also very important, but I have them as shortcut for you, so don't worry about that. Then drop down, if you want to do a drop down, let's say you want to do a drop down here so that somebody will know that there's a drop down something here. Click on it, click on insert, and then click on drop down, and you can now see that a drop down has appeared. If I click on here, you can now add more and more and more and all of that. With that, we are gradually getting to the end, and the last part of this class is now to show you the Excel this thing. So if I come here, these are the important this thing I have. So I say in VA important shortcut by Coach Dennis. So see them, all the shortcut that you have and what they are used for. Is that okay? So Control P, Control plus C is copy, duplicate data quickly. All right. The Control plus V, paste, and all of this. So you see them. There are lots of them here. A lot of them here. I'll put it in the video description so that you can be able to download them, or I'll put it in my Google Drive and send you the link. Is that okay? So the top 20 Excel functions every virtual assistant should master. Sum, average, you can see them. They are all here. So let's just say we want to practice one. Say selecting to beginning. Which one should I say? Force all formulas to recalculate. We did not do anything formula here. So let me just choose something that says reverse the last function. Undo. That is Control V is undo. Select all, which is Control A. So there's Control A. So let's come back to our work. I want to select everything, and the functions, those shortcuts say Control A is to select all. So let's see Control A. Are you seeing everything has been selected? So let's check again and do another one. So this one say underline selected text. Underline the selected text, Control U. So let's come back to our text. And then if you want to underline only this one, so we can highlight it first. Remember, whatever you must do here, you must highlight. So we can now click on Control U. That's what the function said. And you can see that everything has been underlined. Is that okay? So that's how to use the functions. Is that okay? They are very simple as that. Whatever you must do, please ensure that you actually select. I want to do the last one, which may be a difficult one. This one is Control. This one is Control plus Shift plus dollar. That is create table. No, currency format. format numbers as currency. I don't even have anyone as numbers, but let me just try it. Control plus shift plus dollar. So let me come here and then let me just say under here, I'll put my mouse here and then control plus shift key down and then dollar. Then something is happening. So let me come up and it's supposed to show something. What is the function name? The function name said control plus shift plus dollar is format currency as currency. There's no different currency here. It's only one currency we have here. That's why I did not format it. All right, so but it is working. So I'll put it in the video description for you and you get to know it. Now we are now moving to the last aspect of the class, which has to do with meeting management. We are not going to spend time in it, but because I have a few things to say. But please, can you help me subscribe to the channel, like this video? Is that okay? Now let's go and I'll show you that. So we'll now come to a new Google tab and we now begin. Now under meeting arrangement or meeting management, if you have been employed as a virtual assistant to manage meetings or do all of this, I want you to understand something, that there are 3 steps to manage any meeting. What you do before the meeting even begins, and what you do during the meeting, and what you do after the meeting. So these are the 3 steps that will follow to cover this aspect. So what you do before the meeting is called agenda. So you create agenda. It's your duty as a virtual assistant to create an agenda for it. Remember, I told you from beginning that if you are a virtual assistant for a particular person, you are a personal assistant, you are an executive assistant. You might even be the one to help your boss to coordinate other workers. So it's not a small role. Is that okay? You have to take note of that. All right. So let's say you're a virtual assistant in a company and you have to do a meeting and they give you that task. Not that they give you the task, it's your task. You have to create meeting agenda and manage the meeting. So the first thing is what? Manage the meeting. So I want you to come to Canva, and under Canva, put it on templates, and then you are going to type meeting, all right? Meeting agenda, all right? Meeting agenda, and I click on OK. So it's going to give us meeting agenda template. There are a lot of them here, very beautiful of them. I want to show you how to use them to create your meeting agenda and looks everything nice. So scroll down, choose anyone here that you like. Is that okay? Choose anyone here that you like. But let me scroll down and see if I will choose anyone here. Okay, so meeting agenda. Let me scroll down. Let me still browse and see if we have more. There are just a lot of them here, right? So you just have to choose anyone. So let me say I choose this one here. I will now click on it and then click on edit as usual. If you don't have Canva, please check the video description to get a Canva Pro account completely for free. So this one is even in 2 formats, but if we need one, we'll delete the other one. So let it load completely, and I will increase. Let me zoom it so that you can be able to see what I'm doing. So this is meeting agenda, right? So what you need to do is you can bring the logo of the company, right? Let's say this is the logo, for example, right? This is the logo of one of my websites. So I can now reduce it, and I can bring it here. Reduce it, I can bring it here. All right. So you can type the name. You can type the name of the company if you want. So the meeting agenda, weekly meeting agenda, or you can delete it and just say monthly meeting agenda or meeting agenda itself. All right. All right. So let me increase it again so that you can be able to see that top. So what is the date of the meeting? Now, before you even manage the meeting, first, you need to schedule the meeting. How do you schedule the meeting? Please go to your Google, then come here, and then come to Google Calendar. You should know how to do this, so because I taught you from day 2, right? Then under Calendar, click on Create, right? Click on Create. Sorry, I think it's Network. Click on Event, and then you can now schedule the meeting from here. So let's say weekly meeting, for example. Weekly meeting is the meeting, and then of course what is the time? You schedule the time. Then who are the guests? So from here you can now add all the emails of the company staff and other people that went to attend that meeting. If your boss says schedule a meeting with somebody in UK, so is that person's email and your boss email that you're going to be using? Is that okay? Or in fact, it's your boss email you're using, so it's the only person email that you're going to put here. So put all the emails that you want. Is it on Google Meet? Yes. Schedule everything here and then click on connect it, and it's already here, and click on save. Is that okay? It's already showing weekly meeting 6:30 to 7:30, and this meeting will happen 7:30 to 8, and it's on Wednesday 29. I'm making this video Wednesday 29 6:09 a.m. early in the morning, and I didn't choose any time. That's why they scheduled it like 30 minutes ahead of time, right? All right, so we have scheduled the meeting. So let's come back to our this thing here, and we can now put the date of the meeting. All right, I don't want to put this because the video is becoming long. You should be able to know this now. Put the date of the meeting the time of the meeting that you put in that schedule on the Google Calendar. Take note. The location of the meeting is Google Meet, so you're going to put it on Google Meet, and then you can now put who is going to moderate the meeting. Duration is with 30 minutes, 1 hour. Put it here. Facilitator, who is going to facilitate the meeting, and then the meeting is called by the MD. Put the MD's name, and then the attendees. Who are the people who are going to attend the meeting? Maybe the HRO will attend, the virtual assistant will attend, the social media manager will attend, the sales marketing manager will attend. You just put their names and their positions like that. If there's no more space, you can select this and jot it down. Select this, right, and then remove it down and create more space to write whatever you want. Let me Ctrl Z. That's how to do it. Is that okay? Now here, what is the agenda, or what is the item? Before the meeting, in a very good establishment, your boss is supposed to already give you what and what will be discussed in that meeting. You are working hand in hand with your boss. You know more things more than every other person. Is that okay? So he will give you everything, and then you now use it to prepare. Is that okay? He'll give you everything, now be able to prepare everything. Then who is supposed to do this? Opening prayer is supposed to be done by this thing is supposed to be done by this thing is supposed to be done by this, and all of that. In some establishment, if you are very skilled, professional, they know that you know your job. You are even the one who is supposed to moderate the meeting. But most times, in most establishment, is the boss, the MD. Is that okay? All right, so let's scroll down, and you can see. So you can note this meeting is taking place, so we'll write something. Since it's template, it comes with this, so you can replace this with the company's website link, and then you can do this. So let's this one, delete it. All right, and then you can see if you don't need this page, please delete it. All right, if you have more things to write that you need it, you can add it. Even if you do not have 2 pages and you want to duplicate, after you have done this one, duplicate it again and still use this one again to do everything. Are you understanding? So this is how to plan your meeting agenda. Please ensure that you rename it to meeting agenda or whatever thing that you want to name it. All right, and then here you can also share it, so you can now share it with or put all the email of the people that will be attending that meeting, so that it will be automatically sent to their email. Or you can actually click on share and then click on copy link, but please put it on anyone with the link to see. Then copy the link and then send it to them. Is that okay? Send it to them either on their email, on their WhatsApp, or anywhere. But the right way is actually to put their email. If you are working with them, you should have their biodata. You should have every of their information. If you don't have, ask the HRO. Is that okay? The HRO is the one paying salary, so he knows all the information. He knows all the recruiting team that has the biodata of your workers. Is that okay? All right. So with that, we are now done with the first step, which has to do with building your agenda. So building your agenda, you work pari passu with the person who is calling for the meeting. He will give you everything. Search for a template here, and you do it. Now, the next thing is during the meeting. What do you do during the meeting as a virtual assistant? During the meetings, you do 2 things. Number 1, you are supposed to record the class, and you are supposed to generate meeting notes. And number 3, you are supposed to generate meeting minutes. There's a difference between meeting minutes and meeting notes. Meeting note is a summary of what happens in the meeting. So that one you can be writing it yourself. Maybe they mention one action point, you jot it down. Then the meeting minutes can be transcribed from the AI that you want to use to record. So how do you record your meetings? You don't just open your phone and go there and register. We're in the era of AI, era of everything online. You can use AI to record your class. How do you do that? Please, we have a lot of AIs that you can use. If you even come to Google and type AI to use, let's say top 10 best AI to use to record meetings on Google Meet or Zoom, all of them will come out, a lot of them. But me, I have 3 that I want to show to you, but we'll be practicing only one. Number 1 is called Otter AI. All right, you can see otter.ai. If you register on it with your email and everything, please register with the email that you're always using in your organization, so that it automatically enter the meeting with you and register everything. Is that okay? And then the next one is called Read AI. Read AI is also good. It can enter your meeting on Google Meet or Zoom and then register or record all your meetings and everything for you. Is that okay? And it can even help you transcribe. That's okay. But the AI I want you to use, and the one I've been using and I've used in the past, is called Fireflies. That okay? It's very good. So let's come here and click on Fireflies and click on enter. So when we click on enter, I will now click on fireflies.ai. I I'll open it. So you want to let the AI know that, okay, please, I want you to be entering most of my meetings and record it, transcribe it, and do everything for me. Is that okay? So now click on get started. Sorry, I have an account, but for the purpose of those of you who are registering, watching this video for the first time, please let me click on register and register. So I click on continue, and you can see continue with an email. Let me click on Google accounts. Sorry, oh, they're even asking me to create an account. Oh my goodness, this will take me time, but if I use this one, I already have the account for this one. Let me go back and see, because it was supposed to show me all my emails and ask me to choose one. So I don't know why it's asking me to create a Google account when I have it says sign in to Fireflies with Google. No, I don't want to sign in. I want to show you how to sign up. So let me click on this. Fireflies is always the same like this. So okay, let me just enter I don't know, this is my password. Okay, let me enter this one and then click on next. It will actually ask me for my password. All right, so I'll click on this, click on next. So I'm signing in. They're supposed to show me my emails for me to choose, but they're asking me to sign in. So it means that you need to know the password of your document, of your email. So I click on continue. Sorry, it's good. It's actually moving, so don't worry, it's actually moving. Click on continue. So it's automatically going to register and give us an opportunity to doing setup. Okay, there's a setup here, so it means that it's currently working. All right, so you can see here, you can say meetings Firefly join. So you can click here and say only meetings that I own, only meetings that teammates own. So I can just click on here and then send message recap to me. Yes, only send everyone to that on this invite. Yes, click on continue. And you say let's customize your experience. What is your role? I am the recruiter or executive assistant. So I'm the CEO. Just choose anything, but for you, you can choose that you are this person. You can say, okay, let's customize your experience. Please just click on continue, please. Continue. Then invite co-workers. You see what I see? You can put all the emails of your workers here, but for now we don't want to invite anybody. You click on not now and then start your 7 days free trial. So it's only free 7 days free trial. Click on okay. And we actually don't want this, please. We don't want to put our card and anything. Don't put your card, please. Click on X, this X here. It will exit us from this angle. Oh, and it shows that 404. Let's click on here. Oh my goodness. Let's click on it again. It should be able to enter. Sorry, let me try to log in again. These are some of the issues that some of you used to have and you get panic. No, don't panic. You have to retry it again and it will work. Is that okay? You can see that I'm trying it. It will work. It will enter. It will help me enter inside. I've even registered and do everything. It's just that I don't know why. It's because I canceled that card that it now brings me back. Please cancel the card. Don't put your card, please. We are just using this for free. If you are hired to do any job, those people will be the one to pay for all these things. You are not the one to spend your money. So we are just testing it. And even you too, you are going to be using it as a test. Is that okay? So let's allow it to open. All right, so congratulations, you're eligible for a 7-day trial. Let's click on close. This is the interface. Global English, yes. They're still going to ask us some questions. How do you hear about us? Let's say social media. Click on okay. Social media, YouTube is part of YouTube media. Do you use Zoom? They are asking you to connect Zoom. No, not now. All right, so now this is the interface, and let me show you how to use it too. Right, sorry that it took us some time. All right, now this is how to actually use it to capture meeting. So if you come here, let me click on this. I should be able to expand it now. Okay, so on here you can see that you can use it to do meetings, meeting status too. You can upload something. You can see the analytics of how many people have attended in a meeting, how many times you have used it, and all these things here. Our major concern is not here. Our major concern is meetings. Is that okay? So you can click on meetings, or you can see that we have capture meeting here. You can use it. Now under this meeting, you can now say let's capture our meeting. So you can now click on capture meeting. And then what is the product name? So you can see the name of your meeting. So the name of our meeting is weekly meeting. That's what we did from that place, weekly meeting. And the meeting link, you can now go to your Google Calendar, of course you can see, and copy the link, or the link that we have from that. When we're registering it, we created, let me double click it. Sorry, double click it, and you can see this link here, join with Google. Copy the link, and then come here, and then you can now put the link here. All right, and then you can now click on start capturing. Is that okay? Even if the meeting is scheduled, it will not capture immediately. It will actually wait until that meeting has been scheduled. Is that okay? So let's click on it, and let's see. what is here? Of course, we have choose the right thing now. Weekly meetings. All right, weekly meetings, and then you can now click on OK. Okay, you click on start capturing to actually start capturing. I don't know, maybe it's network that is using, but you already know what you need to do now. So but let's click on enter. Now there is a place here where you can even schedule your meetings directly from, like just the way you go to Google Calendar to schedule meetings. You can actually come here and schedule your meetings directly from here, because I think this particular tool has, the reason why I recommend it is because it has Google Calendar integrated in it. It has Google Meet integrated in it. Is that okay? That's why I'm using it. Is that okay? So once you are done, you can see we have here, and let's click on our all meetings. If you have scheduled any meeting in the past, you will find them here. Is that okay? Let's click on voice agent meetings, and you can also see other things here. Is that okay? Now let's click on this again to see everything, and let me show you that integration, that you can integrate your Zoom, you can integrate your Gemini, how they call, you can integrate your Zoom, you can integrate your Google Meet, you can integrate your Calendly. Calendly is a tool I will teach you in this course. Calendly. Okay, Calendly is here, so you can integrate all of them. Is that okay? So let's say we want Google Meet. All right, so this Google Meet can integrate it, right? So integrate it so that you can be using it to schedule meeting directly from here. If you use the schedule meeting directly from here, it means that the AI is going to enter the meeting direct, because he's the one that creates the meeting. Is that okay? So at that moment it will enter, but there's something you need to know. If you're using Fireflies to record a meeting, please ensure that, like I was telling you, I think in the 2 class, if you want to schedule a meeting, if the meeting is 1 hour, please put 1 hour 30 minutes, because if you put 1 hour and the AI enters the meeting, it will record the meeting for only 1 hour and leave the meeting. Is that okay? But if you put, let's say if the meeting extends for more than 1 hour, the AI has left, even the meeting has not concluded. Do you understand? So that's why you need to add like 30 minutes or even 1 hour in extra to it, so that even if the AI can stay there, and even if the meeting extends per time, the AI is still there. Now, you are not the one telling the AI to enter. No, the AI will enter by itself. In fact, at that particular time, I will receive a notification that the AI is trying to enter the meeting by itself. That's the beauty of the AI. Is that okay? So you can integrate the Gemini, you can integrate Zoom if you're using it, you can integrate Calendly, and if you're using it, and you can use it to register, record it. Now, you can schedule a meeting here as well. Like that's what I was telling you. You can schedule a meeting here. Let me click on schedule a meeting, and you see, yeah, do you want to schedule with Google Calendar? Do you see it? So you can schedule a meeting directly from here. If I click on schedule a meeting, it takes me directly to Google Calendar. And if I set up any meeting from here, I don't even need to add Fireflies, because this Google Calendar is coming directly from Fireflies. Look at this here. Google calendar.google.com/calendar-u, and at the end we have Fireflies. So you are recording it from there. So this is what I used to advise my students. If you are scheduling a meeting that you want Fireflies to record, please schedule the meeting directly from Fireflies and not from Google Calendar, because if you schedule it from Google Calendar, you have to go and copy the link and then come to Fireflies and put the link just the way I showed you. I don't know if this is confusing. If this is not confusing, please rewatch it. It is clear. You can schedule it directly from here, and that's what I actually advise. Now, once a meeting has been recorded, if you, let's say, I don't know, okay, this is a sample. Let me open it and let's see. If a meeting has been recorded, Fireflies will show you a way to transcribe that meeting, because the meeting will actually be in form of both audio and video. It will be available for you, both audio and video. So this one is the default message that comes. Let me come back so you don't get confused. If you record any class, the class will appear here, right? Any meeting rather, it will appear here. So this one is the default one. That's why I just open here. So if you open it, you can see that this is the meeting that it transcribed for you, and you can see it on both audio. This one you can play it from here, or you can see the transcript, which is the right up. And from here, you can now say, okay, this is my transcript. You can now copy it and start formatting it to be your minute. Take note. AI can be the one to help you record the meeting. You can have the audio, the video, and the transcript, which is the minute, so that in the next meeting, you can now read it out to them. Is that okay? So that is that for that. So we are gradually getting to the end, and we'll soon be done. Is that okay? So this is how to get all of this done on Fireflies. Firefly is actually very good, and I've used it. Like I've told you, other AI, Read AI, other AIs are there that can actually help you to do all of this. Now let's go to the last part, which has to do with meeting notes. Now in class, you actually you actually not in class. I keep saying in class because I teach a lot. So in your meeting, you were jotting something down as a virtual assistant. You jot them down, right? Or if you do not jot anything down, all what you have to do is when you get the transcript, copy all the transcripts, right? Copy.
I can also see the video
sorry. Copy all the transcript, all right? Copy all the transcript from here and then give it to ChatGPT, Gemini, and tell it, this is my meeting minute. Please help me summarize it to meeting notes. I need to summarize it. In fact, oh my goodness.
You'll have the overview.
Oh my goodness. Let me see if I can copy. How will I even copy this thing? Okay, let me highlight and copy everything here. And then highlight, copy. Sorry. Okay. Sorry, let me highlight everything and then Control C or right click to copy, but I've copied it. So let's come to ChatGPT and I said summarize this my meeting minute into key points and meeting notes. All right, then you click on colon and then you paste the whole of that work there. Once you paste the whole of that work and you click on enter, now ChatGPT is going to do the summary of everything and give you the bullet points. Is that okay? So let's wait for ChatGPT to do it so you now get the meeting note, because you actually need those meeting notes because those are the action points, the key points. Is that okay? The key points that you were getting from that meeting. So your boss might actually ask you what's the summary. He might not get the time to read everything, but he will get the time to go through the summary. Is that okay? You can see it. Welcome. Well, but the ChatGPT is writing plenty stuff. I don't want it to be plenty like this. You can say summarize it to 100 words, right? Summarize it to 100 to 150 words in bullets. Then you can now put enter, full stop and say action points only, action points only, right? If there's action points in those meetings, it's going to be summarized for you. So let's allow AI to continue it, and you can see that it's now okay for me. I love this. So you can now highlight it and then you can now copy it and then return to Canva. Very important. Let's close this. And then under the templates, we are still using templates, and you say you now type meeting notes, right? Meeting note template, right? Meeting notes templates, and click on enter. And then when you click on enter, you can see that we have a lot of meeting notes templates here. So I like this one. Actually, I can click on it and then I can now click on customize templates, and then it's opening. All right, so let me increase the font size so that I can be able to know. All right, okay, let me increase it. Okay, right, so this is it here. So what I can do is I can bring in a text, then bring in a small text, and then I can just click here and click on enter. Everything has been entered. Is that okay? So I can now reduce it. Just let me click on here and click on this, and then I don't want it to be bold. Reduce it, then reduce it again. So if you don't want to type on each of the lines, just want to copy like this, please, you can remove all these lines from here, all these ones here. Sorry, let me please let me do something. Let me I want to delete all these lines. Sorry, Ctrl Z, delete. You can delete all the lines if you want. Delete, or you can, there's a way of highlighting all, but if I try to highlight it too. All right, so let me delete, and then you can now bring it here. So you can just try to arrange it properly and ensure that the meeting notes are key point, action point are okay. So you can, from here, you can now set up all this. What was the date of the meeting, the time of the meeting, the location of the meeting, the subjects, and the top priorities and everything here. You can now do it here. Once you are done, of course, you know how to share and all of that. So that's how to actually do research, data entry, and actually meeting management. This was a good ride. Please, sorry that it's long. I'm only trying to cover everything that you need. Please kindly help me subscribe to the channel, like this video, say something nice about me in the comment section, and I'll see you in the next video.